Hi everybody, welcome back to Cids Modded Live Season 2, Episode 12. And since last episode I did an AFK session, and beneath my aura nodes of repairing, and you'll notice that I am now fully repaired. The priority system down here does not seem to be working the way I expected it to. So we've got a whole load of stuff in here, and there's some good stuff, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to grumble about that. You know, we've got redstone lamps, we've got blaze rods, we've got pearls, we've got slime, quartz, compasses, all sorts of good things coming down here, and some dross as well. And then we're getting all the good stuff down here, some diamonds, more stuff that we can dismantle, but these should be going in there, and I don't know why they're not. Now, it's not a biggie. I mean, there's a whole hell of a lot of storage there. Cakes are going to be an issue, but that's fine. And if we look here, everything is pretty much keeping up in terms of its harvesting. And I have actually had to go and turn off the auto harvest over here because we're full. So that is doing its job quite adequately. There is a new version of plants out, but I've not updated to it yet because today I want to do something different. I want to start working on the tomb area that we did and worked on, and you know, make it a little more usable, because at the moment it's messy. It's got, you know, this massive great cave area around it, cataplants everywhere. It is. That's almost like, look at that. There's got to be a cave that runs down. Looking at that screen there. Anyway, yeah, there's plenty of cave entrance about the area that probably needs lighting up correctly, but there you go. There's plenty of this that could do with filling in. We've got lots and lots of sand, and we'll have lots more because we're going to basically dig this thing out. We're going to unbury it down to this level. We'll landscape around the area, and then we're going to completely redo the terrain around the build around this. So we're going to come down to this level, and as I say, I'll fill in down there, and we'll make this all look nice and pretty and ready for being Alexandria version 2, which of course is what I am going for. And oh, it's night time, so we'll have a quick sleep before unpleasantness happens. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to excavate this to start off with, and that's going to take me a little hot moment. I have brought some immersive storage so I can you know, do what I need to do and store all of the blocks we're picking up, so that shouldn't be a major issue. I will probably also level off the approach here, and yeah, we're going to basically do a hell of a lot of digging. And at this point in time, I haven't really got anything to help me with the digging, so we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way, with a pick and a shovel. Yeah, it's going to take a while. Back in a while. Okay, so I've done the front. The front is clear and very flat. To be, if I'm honest with myself, it's a little bit flatter than I would like, but that's fine. We can always unflatten. You know, it's not a biggie. I'm not a big fan of overly flat areas in Minecraft. I think they have their places. Obviously, if you're doing a very modern build or something where, you know, we would have had landscapers in and they would have been, you know, engineering it all. Obviously they have the place, but generally speaking, overly flat is a bad thing. So I'm kind of not terraforming, I am landscaping. I will get this area back here at the moment. So I've actually managed to shorten that. Now over here I've carved out this entire hill. I've filled in all of the caves. Everything around here now is nice and clear. I've just got that side to do, and around the back, and to finish off this. And then we can actually start on the actual pyramid itself. This is just preliminary work. I don't know if you've ever noticed this. I tend to, because I used to, many years ago, I used to work and do IT for a civil engineering company. So I did notice and watch the building work, because I find it fascinating how these people can design such amazing structures and stuff and build them and put them together, and all of these little building blocks come together and make this amazing whole. And when it's teams of people, and let's face facts, I've worked in offices and buildings, organizations for most of my adult life, and in my general experience is most people couldn't plan to get something to come together if their lives depended on it. You give 10 people a job and they all run off and pull in their own little opposite directions. So it always amazes me when they do these, but I've noticed that the tendency or the bulk of the work of almost any major landscaping civil engineering job almost always seems to be well, that was a skeleton then. Almost always seems to be the actual dog work of, I suppose we should leave this until we're ready, shouldn't we? Of preparing the terrain around you before you even get to the point of excavating or doing anything. There's this huge task which, generally speaking, is quite massive, and takes the lion's share, maybe as much as 80% of it. Certainly in my experience anyway. So I suppose what I'm saying is I shouldn't be surprised when it takes as long for this one to do the same. Now I want you to be there, and then we'll come down. So I want to basically landscape this so it kind of curves back, and this pyramid sitting in a valley almost. There is another big advantage to doing this kind of work, and that is that I have a farm over there generating me lots of resources. So the longer I actually play, the more resources I get, which is why I got so much from the previous one. Actually, is not for any particularly. Let me just get you down. No, not you. So I think you will be where we start there, and then we'll come in here, and we'll leave you at that height, and then we'll come back there. That's fine, and then we can just cleave all of this out. So yeah, I've got some more landscaping to do. You can see the kind of level of landscaping that is going on here. And 1, 2, 3. I think that was about there where I said I wanted it, wasn't it? I think so. And I need to blend this in to make it look reasonably natural with the terrain gen, but I'm not too worried if it doesn't look absolutely spot on. But that should be neatly in there. Where I think we can, where are we? That will. Down here will be all sand, so we'll just put that in now. And yeah, I'll be back again in a mo. Alright, I think that will do it. The temple is completely dug out now, which is what we're after. And we have got 1 or 2 bits of material for our efforts as well. So that's good. Now, the next thing we need to start thinking about is what I want to do with this thing. So, yeah, because they're fairly bland, aren't they, these temples? So I think I want to go and find some ironwood. That is probably my first thing that I would like. I'm not sure whether I've seen any in the area, or for that matter already had some down. I can't be just quick to run out into this forested area and try and see if we can't. Have I? Oh, appear to have already been down there. And look for the ironwood. Is you see that? I think is olive. Here it is. Ironwood is a very different looking tree. Which obviously we need to find, because I like the pardon me, the colour of the ironwood for the doors. I don't think that's ironwood. That I think is maple, tiger wood. Don't like that. I know I don't like tiger wood. Alright. So if I were an ironwood tree, where would I be? Because I'm not sure whether they grow everywhere or whether they are. I mean, there's a black kikiri. Let's just have a look at doors again. So I've obviously got all of the DecoCraft doors. We've got Malice's doors, which I'd like to use a Melissa's sensor on it. Maybe, actually, because we've got the redwood, you've got the ironwood, which actually is a really nice looking door. Hopseed, Sakura, back, a custom door. Don't want large. I'm wondering whether we might be better off. Let's just have a look what's involved with a block, shall we? Can we actually see them if I just search for the blocks? Yes, no, not quite, almost, but close, but no cigar. Okay, we need to have a look at that mal. Have I got the blocks? I don't know whether I've actually got the vanishing blocks in this. Maybe we haven't. Maybe they haven't updated then. Let's have a look at the doors again then. None of those really work for me. Oh, we've even got the player sensor in this one. I don't know whether we have, you know. Hang on. Maybe we haven't. Alright. Continue on with the look for the ironwood, I think, for the time being. So I'm just going to go back to base and check whether I've got any. That's my first go-to, and if not, then we'll have to go and hunt for some. So back in a mo. Yep, we need ironwood, so we're heading out, and I'm going to head out this direction, I think, just to uncover this area of the map. While we're up there, we can grab a chaos node if we see it. I'm not going to take too many, bring them back. I think I want 8. And they will be housed in the new Alexandria once that's done. So, but before we do that, we need to go and make sure we've got all of the woods we want. So I'm going to take a stroll over this direction, and I shall be back with you in a minute. Okay, we found ironwood. I think those two are ironwood. They of course do have a few custodians and guardians around the place, including most likely a bloody Embers golem. But first things first, let's just just deal with those happy campers. I'll go and check that one out there, I suppose. I don't need a lot. This is the irony. I just need maybe that and a sapling or two. Yeah, you'll do me. Alright. Oh dear. Getting cold. It's chilly. Okay, there we go. And give me some saplings. I saw them. I don't want many. 3 will do me. Right. Well, we didn't actually have to go that far at all then, did we? Which I suppose, when you get right down to it, was a bit of a bonus. Part of me wants to go up there and raid that. I'm going to. We will use the waterfall, I think, and get up that way. I'm going to just take it out, and if there is a golem there, I'll be very surprised. I can't see a hostile on the map, so yeah, we'll have those bricks if we're there while we're at it. I think I'll just explore that bit of map while I'm up here as well, because it would seem wrong not to after travelling over this way, and then we'll just end a wing back. Let's now. What? It reckons there's a hostile about there, but I'm not seeing it, so that's fine. Let's go and have a look at this little embers thing. We must get into some of these mods again. I've not really been as attentive to... Whoa, hello. That could have been nasty. Anybody home? Oh. Like it. Okay, light. I may have a home for that. I think I know where there's another one of these, so I may go and raid that one out while I'm at it as well. Because it'd be wrong not to, wouldn't it, really? So, let me... Well, you know, there's nothing exciting here. Which is a shame. These could have been so much more, but they seem to be just the area where you get those embers golems spawn, and then that's it, they're done. So I'll grab this and I shall be right back. These things are more common than you think. Hello, I see you there, sir. They hit hard as well. That's the third one. Which is good, because it means I got 3 of those archaic lights. I did get mugged in the first one as well, the second one as well. So clearly these do act as some kind of spawner. I'm not entirely sure the mechanics of them, because there doesn't appear to be a spawner block in here. Now I do know in the Roots mod, which is another Alicent mod, the barrow mounds have invisible spawners in them. So I wonder whether this is a similar thing. That there is like an unharvestable air block in here somewhere. Or, you know, transparent hidden block that we can't see, we can't hit it, we can't mine it, we can't excavate it, we can't manipulate it at all. Because that would explain how those can, you know, act like that. I don't know the answer, I'm just rambling about it, to be honest, but I thought we'd come over this way. I'm still looking to see if there's... I know there's one other ironwood that I could have got, which I didn't, but, you know, we'll live. We've got a sapling, and that's all that really matters. If you've got a sapling, you've got as many trees as you want, haven't you? Unless, of course, it's a 4x4 tree that only grows as a 4x4, in which case you haven't. Looks Jesus Christ, it scared me off to death. Yep, thanks for that little welcome. Yeah, I think we have probably exhausted this little trip out. Silverwood doesn't really make that good a door. Well, we got over there anyway. There's more. We will have to go out and do an exploration episode one day, I think. But for the time being, we will take my ender wing and land on the roof. Yay! Bit of lag while we everything spawns back in. We can come in over here. I'm just going to consume this experience because we need it anyway. And that should hopefully repair that inner. So we got a few bits and pieces, but the bit we wanted was that. We want 2 of those, and we are going to make what I think is the best door in the game. So take those ones out. Olive doors are not ironwood doors. I think in this pack, this is the best door that you can get. I'll leave those. Oh, ender wings done. Good. I'll leave those and put the pine ones. I'll put the pine ones away. We'll take that with us. We shall pop you in there. I really don't know where they belong, so we'll stick them all in there. Along with that. That's plant. That's food, which is not cooked. Have I got any cooked raw croc? Have I got any cooked croc meat? I haven't. Damn it. Alright, mob drops for now. It'll do. Oh, and saplings. Right, let's dig in here. And I want to grab some timber. Brazilian pine will do the job. I could do with getting some glass going. We'll put another couple of those on. I'm definitely going to want sandstone. I've got a reasonable amount over there, but we'll take a little with us. And I think that will probably do us for the first instance. I didn't actually pick that sand up, did I? No. You know, I always do that. It's just a real blindness on my part that I do that and bang. You know, there's no thing. Anyway, let's just head over and we'll see what we can see about the some of the basic structures and shapes of this thing, because some of this needs to change. We will need more materials and stuff, but this is definitely going to be a 2-episode. Alexandria wasn't built in a day after all, and neither was mine. Actually, to be honest, this has taken far longer than I thought just digging out. So yeah, be back in a moment. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is this entranceway, and we're going to use proper chiseled sandstones. Get the I heard you. Get the hoofer going. So if I start off there and basically come in here and here, what I want to do is take this up higher. This isn't anywhere near as impressive as it needs to be. And I think maybe 1, 2, 3 over the top of that as well. And then maybe like that. So we'll bring it right up. Yeah. And then obviously we can use the chisel effect just to get that going. That's all doable and nice and easy. We'll extend this design up, make it look pretty good, well, hopefully reasonably good, and the world should be good and happy. We'll have that in the middle. I like it's one of my favourite Egyptian symbols. Bit of that going on, that's all good. Right. However, that in itself, yeah, not that impressive, is it? I have brought, however, some blue terracotta with me. So if we were to come in here, I probably need to eat. And then chisel the hell out of this. And then we can take you and we can come over to this one here. Well, let's start off with this one, so that I know that there's at least 2 of those on it. And we can basically take out, oops, all of these bits here. And all of this, and yeah, start chiseling up. I can hear him, I just don't know where he is. He's not inside, that much is for certain. All of the inside is going to change as well, of course, so that's not going to be an issue. Oh well, we'll not panic too much about the invisible skeleton. And then we'll bring you around like that. This needs to come out as well. Now, I don't know whether I can... I think I can probably get away with a little bit of trickery with the actual clone tool. Let's give that a try. If I go for a connected material and do that, and no, yeah, maybe that. Oh, and of course that. Okay. And then I take you and copy, and I'll go into additive. Right, okay. Impose. I want you to be... Interesting. I'm not entirely sure how to get around this, or if I can actually get around it, or whether we just go with these for the time being. I think we may just go with those for the time being, because this is going to be a huge job otherwise. And I have a fairly limited time at the moment. So let me have a look at... We need to make a crafting bench. No, we don't. We can do as much of these as we like. Alright, so if I have a look at Block Craftery now, we've got a variety of options available to us, and the one I want to start off with is some framed steps, which is going to be frames which is made out of sticks. So we'll take those, we'll just make a whole bunch of, well, okay. They're even cheaper than I thought they were. Hang on. So that makes us 32. We'll make a couple of, or one set of those. We'll bring you here and here. We need to do something up in the middle there. That's fine. And we've got you. So while we got you, let's use you. Maybe not like that though. Okay, and then we can again, we'll get one of these and place it there, and one and place that there. That's all good. This one we're going to illuminate, but first things first, we shall take one of these and grab that, and then we shall take another one of those, and whatever, we'll go with that one this time. So that can go in there. And then if I jump in here, we should find we've got a little bit of glowstone, not a huge amount, which we shall core. Let me just get this, that one, isn't it? Yeah. And just do that followed by that. Oops, no. Okay, which one was it then? Eye of Horus. That's definitely not the one then. Okay, that's fine, not a problem. We'll fix that in a moment. It was that one. Just means that that is spawn proof and we don't need to worry about anything cropping up on the top there. And we'll just pop that and that away for now. Okay. And then we'll do something similar here with a little bit of that going on. Yeah, that works. Well, let's just head in and quickly sleep. Actually, while we're here, we'll place that with that. I just prefer it as a door. So that's not what I wanted. What have I done? I've just gone and used the wrong thing, haven't I? I need a bed. There we go. So used to it being a blue sleeping bag. So that's that. Now, what I also want to do on the... You are underneath here. Part of me is tempted to dig down into that cave and find you, but part of me can't be bothered. So we will extend this out. We'll do something similar with these towers, and I may give these a little bit more dimension. This will all change, but the other one I'm interested in is these, which I make a few of those. We should be okay to come around here and... No, I've not used Block Craftery before. I have to say I'm liking what I'm experiencing. And then the other one is those, which is okay. That's fair enough. So we'll take the remainder of those, turn them into those. We'll do a couple of those. That will allow me to come in there, and so on and so forth. So let me just surround this pyramid with stuff, and then we can start to think about what I want to do with some of the other bits. Now, up here, these doors here, I want to go. and for now we'll just replace you with that, and that can come out there. This I want to drop down a level. I don't think it needs to be up there, so we'll do that. There's possible things we may do up here as well with grass and the likes, but that gives us access for these. Yeah, I've got some plans. Be back in a mo. Alright, just come back over here because I need some more glass. I need this. I'm making 3 of these to be precise. Thank you very much. So I need some obsidian, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which goes there. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. So these are empty beacons, again from good old Cyclic. And I'm not 100% happy with what I've got going on over here at the moment. The block craftery blocks to start off with, they don't support transparency, so at the moment I can't put windows into the side of the pyramid, into the curved edges. There is, however, a possibility that I want to play with. So I'm going to show you what we got up to, and I mean, I say this is going to be a 2-episode build anyway, at the very least, and there's some bits I won't be able to actually put in there until we've been to the end. So, you know, we are working on a project in, you know, in things. I think my tea's ready, so I'll be back in a moment. Alright, back, and yeah, my tea was ready. Tea, by the way, is a Yorkshire phrase for anybody who's going, what are you having, tea? I thought you drank coffee, and it's like, no, tea is a meal in good old Yorkshire. We would refer to it as being that. Now, can I? Just curious, can I do that? No. No. What I want is I want it. I want to see if I can. All I need is that. Can you rotate it? I'm guessing that we can't. Let's just. You can do it up or down. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna play. Okay, that's fine. So up here anyway, I needed some of those because what I want to do here is I want to take these out for starters. Obviously this is all smooth stone, so what we'll do, how do I do this? I mean, there's I suppose we could do this. Hang on. Ow. We could fall to our death. That's always an option. Let me get back up there and fix that. Right. So if I were to take those out of there, replace that with these. No. These. That works. No, that doesn't, of course. But that does work there. Right. I also... Sandstorm. We need to sleep. Okay, let me eat. Let me convert this all over to sticks. And get the crafting grid and make some more of those. And then we're going to do, let me do about half of those into those. That should be fine. Right, where are we? So we've got that going on there. We've got this coming around here. And then we need to take, you see, I learn. I do learn. Takes a while, but I learn. We'll take these out of here. Oh. Those out of there. Those will... that will become that. That will become that. That will become that. That will become that. This will become a plain glass block. And then we need to just drop a couple of those in. Just use that one there. And we shall not throw that on the ground because that's quite valuable. We'll just finish this off like so. Now there's still a hell of a lot of cosmetic work I think to do on this, but let's have a stand back and go and have a look at that, shall we? I'm very tempted. You know what? I do not like this. I don't like any of that. All that. Which means we can take this out here and replace it with that. That can come out there and become that. So I'm going to drop all of this back in. It's going to stay a 3x3, and I think that is probably for the best there. All of this will get swapped out for this eventually, but I think, yeah, I think that's for the better. Let me just sort this out. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, I've made a decision. I am going to do away with the doors and stairways on this, and this is going to become just a solid tower. We'll may do a little bit more work on the design work in there, but right now what we need to do is we're going to head in and we are going to go down 1 and down 2. We're going to what we're going to do is we're going to realise that we forgot to bring any bloody redstone over with us. So we'll sleep, we'll correct that particular omission, and I shall be back in a mo. Alright, now we've got what we wanted. There's a few bits and pieces we need to do cosmetically inside. I'm still not sure about this trodden brick texture up here. I will make my decisions as we go, I suppose, but right now let me just take out all of this and oops, and that. What I need to use is this to go that can go there, that can come out here, we'll come down to whack a redstone block down there, and we shall take one of our fake beacons, and that should, let me just check my light levels in, oh no, that's not intriguing. Let me just stick a torch there for the time being. That should have the first beacon block coming straight out the new Alexandria. We're going to have 3 of those. There'll be one on this side, one on that side, and believe it or not, one up here in the middle. But what we need to do is most likely come down with this, and then let's just tidy out this a little bit. This is going to be nowhere near as big as the last Alexandria, by the way, mainly because I realised that the last one was way overkill. It was massive, but we can pop you in there. We can give you your redstone source. And the world should be good and happy with that. I think we can also just come in here and maybe we get that and a little bit of that going on. Maybe we can use this. We'll make this bit at the top here solid. Yep, that's fine. Maybe as far as down to there. Now, I've already said I can't put transparent blocks in let me just get this in while I'm thinking about it. We can get you in there along with you. Now, obviously, that's not going to do anything because there's a bloody great big block of stone above it, but that's fine. We'll fix that, and we shall stick we'll stick this in temporarily, even if it is there like that. And what we should see now, hopefully, is a very beacony library. Now, as I say, we can't do transparencies in these blocks. However, there are several things we could do. But what I need to do first is divest myself of some of this. And we'll grab this and this and that. I think will do the trick. And what we're going to do is we are going to cut you, and we're going to take you right back like this, and I'm going to probably do that on all 4 sides. That'll give it an element of 3-dimensionality to this room, and it will also give us access to that. So let me grab these. We'll make sure we do the same across the board. So that gives us some depth. I'll repeat that on all 4 sides, and I'll be back in a minute. Right, and my solution to slopes not having transparency is, of course, chisels and bits, which I realise looks a little odd right now, but it will start to make more sense as we get the interior done and the lights. I've put a little bit of a slope into that window, so that kind of joins up with a bit more sense. Oh, bum! I did not mean to do that. Okay, go and fix that. But on the whole, I think we're on to a reasonable facsimile of Alexandria. Oh, okay. Alexandria 2.0. That's how it needs to be done. Obviously, this one's okay. This still needs work. But I am for the most part very happy with this. So what we'll do is I'll get the interior started, and then I'll do quite a bit of this between episodes, to be fair, I think. But yeah, it's not ideal, is it? Oh, we'll take these out. It'll be a lot easier to see once we've got all of this out of the way, and we can do something with that redstone. We can cover it one way or another. There's always a way. That's my experience anyway. There's always some way of achieving what it is you want to achieve. So up here, what we're going to have is we're going to have the reverse of all of this. So we will do this to this. Now, I don't think I can do much about that bit there. This is the only... I know I could do something with that, though. There is a block. Ow. One day I managed to do... It's amazing how much you miss creative flight. Or is it amazing? I don't know. It's probably not amazing, to be honest. But that will give us the shape of things as we intend them to be. Well, obviously we'll continue on down there and down here and here. There and there, there and there, there and there, there and there, and this will continue on down further. You know, this is a pyramid after all, and we need to have it be pyramidical. These bits here, what do we do with those? That's the question. Now I know we can we can make those, make stairs, we can make those. Those can be used, we can use 3 of those to make an inner corner, we can use them to make a framed outer corner. So question, 3 of those will make 2 inner corners. And they go, no, not like that, that's for certain. They go, no. See, I would have said they go like that. But that doesn't really work, does it? What happens if we do that? Neither does that. That doesn't really work either. Maybe maybe we can't get away with those. Maybe we need to bring those all in one. That might be the solution. Okay, let me sleep. Let me have a think about this. I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, well, true to form, complaining about how little time I've got, I managed to completely overrun on this episode. I've probably managed to completely overrun on what I intended to do after I cut the episode just then. But let me show you what we've done. We'll call it a day, and we'll be on way. So we've got the interior it's not done, but it's actually open plan now. It's a nice big open space. Very airy, and obviously we'll get it lit properly. Now we have got, unfortunately, a couple of chuckleheads who would look nothing more than to ruin my day. So we'll deal with those, and then we'll make sure that any other lurking monstrosities are dealt with, but we're getting there. I mean, it's nowhere near finished, but structurally it's about as... Hi, how you doing? Oops, spider salt, cool. And you, my friend, how are you today? Okay, we'll drop the eyes. Oh, and then we've got a nice little husk. For some reason I thought I was thinking dredge, but that is that's an alien from Titan AE, isn't it? So yeah. Anyway, that's where we're at. We shall continue on with Alexandria 2.0. We'll fill this in properly as well and make all this area safe, but I'm happy with that. That works. So the only thing really remaining at this point is that we take a screenshot of the oh god, what a mess. Oh, it doesn't matter, we can see the progress going on, can't we? Take a screenshot and we'll move on. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon, and bye for now.